today I want to talk about patience. I want to talk about patience. Mother Lewis, as we were sitting in the theater yesterday and we were watching the depiction and how they so greatly presented the life of Jesus, I saw that you were just worshiping God. And as you were worshiping God, even though we were in the midst of a bunch of Christian people, there were some other individuals who weren't so happy about what was going on. Because in the theater, there were children among us. And you know, when you have children among us, children act like children because they're children. I understand sometimes as Christians, we can be kind of hard on children because we expect children to act like adults. But sometimes adults don't even act like adults. And so Mother Lewis, as you were just in your glory, just worshiping God and how they so skillfully presented this life of Christ, I saw some people in front of me who just had some evil faces. They had some sour faces because I learned that they didn't have patience with children. Because there were some children behind us and they were making a little bit of noise, but they're children that we expect children to act like children. But as I sat there, I realized that they didn't even realize some of the words that Christ was saying, because he even said to the folk in there that he said, do not forsake or belittle these children, right? But what we do when we don't have patience with children, what we're really saying is, I don't have time to deal with your mess, so you're either going to have to get out, you're either going to have to get out the way because I'm focused on something and I don't have patience to deal with you. There's a first grade teacher who had a class with about 30 kids, 30 students. And the first graders had watched it rain all day long and they couldn't go outside to play. And the teacher was stuck in the room with these kids, with these children, all day long. So the last bell rang, and it was time to go home, and this teacher began putting the shoes on about 30 of these little kids. And she came to the last little girl, and she was so excited that she was about to finish her school day. And she was getting ready to get finished with this dirty chore of putting all these shoes on these children. And she began to put the shoe on the last little girl, and they were unusually tight. She struggled, she strained, she pulled, she moaned, she groaned, she grunted, and finally she got the shoes on the little girl. And just as she finished snapping on the last strap, the little girl says, you know what? These aren't my shoes. The teacher could not believe it. She struggled, she strained, she moaned, she groaned, she tugged, she did everything that she could do to get the shoes on this little girl. And now this little girl's going to tell her that the shoes aren't hers. And just at the moment she finally snapped them off, the little girl looked up to her and said, they're my sister's shoes. She let me wear them. Some of y'all will get it on the way home. Yeah, she had to put them back on again. Have you ever been in a situation where you were stuck between having patience and getting ready to kill somebody?
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Huh? Sometimes in life, we are faced with and challenged with moments where we just have to catch ourselves and say, self, you better catch yourself and have some patience. So today I'm going to talk to myself about patience. And if you just want to chime in and listen a little bit, you're more than welcome to. Because I may be the only one who struggles with patience on today. See, King David understood the need to have patience. When you study these verses here, you come up with a good, biblical, solid, doctrinal, Deacon Bell, definition of what patience is. Patience is the willingness to respond to irritating circumstances with love. Let me say that again. Patience is the willingness to respond to irritating circumstances with love. Have you ever been in any type of situation where you were just simply irritated?
Yes.
And you just instantly responded and you exploded?
Yes.
And then later on you beat up on yourself because you knew that you weren't supposed to act out in that way or in that manner. But if you just took the time, if you just had a little bit of patience to sit back and assess the situation and take a deep breath and just say, all right, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. You may have saved yourself some embarrassment. Maybe I'm just talking to myself on today. Y'all don't deal with that. Y'all never embarrass yourself. Y'all never lose your patience or act out, right? So we got a few things in here we want to talk about with dealing with patience. First thing we want to talk about is problems will try your patience.
Amen.
We have all heard the phrase, the patience of Job, right? Now, Job was indeed known as the most patient man in the Bible. We know that, right? When we think about what Job had faced, he had lost everything that he owned, everything, his farm, his cattle, even his family, his children, his livestock. He lost materially everything that he had possessed, he lost. If that weren't bad enough, he even his own wife basically turned her back on him. And his so-called friends didn't want to do anything but condemn him for evidently doing something bad enough to deserve his misfortune. Here was a man that loved God. Here was a man that feared God. Here was a man that trusted God. But he had all kinds of unthinkable, unbelievable problems and perplexities that he faced in his life. Therein lies a great lesson we learn from this man called Job and from the book of Job. This lesson is that your problems are not meant to defeat you. Your problems are not meant to depress you. Your problems are not meant to destroy you. Your problems are not meant to discourage you. Your problems are actually meant to develop you. See, we often tend to focus on the first and middle part of Job's life. We talk about everything that he lost. We talk about the boils. We talk about his wife turning his back on him. We talk about him losing his wealth and his lifestyle. We only talk about the beginning. We talk about what he had. We talk about what he lost, but we don't talk about the final chapter. See, and I realize that when we don't have patience, we get stuck in the first part when we got things. When everything in our life is good, when everything is flowing, the job is good, the relationships are good, the money's good. Everything in our life everything is running good, and then we focus on what we lost. We lose the relationship, we lose our house, we lose our money, we lose our apartment, we lose children, we lose family members, we lose our job, we lose our finances, and then we get stuck in between what we had and what we lost. But I came to tell you on today that if you just hold on with a little bit of patience, if you just get a little bit of patience and just continue to pray, continue to seek God, continue to keep moving forward, I can guarantee you that the next chapter you will regain everything that you had and then some. See, because oftentimes when things are going good in our lives, we don't slow down too much for God. It is an opportunity for you to believe in God. See, you don't need to believe that God can provide for you when you can provide for yourself. It is an opportunity for you to learn to exercise your patience. Believing that God will guide you and that God will handle every single problem in your life. Second thing we want to talk about is people will test your patience.
Amen.
Somebody better say amen. Because Lord knows that people will test your patience. Especially Christian folk. James says, dear brothers and sisters, you must be patient as you wait for the Lord's return. See, we are a church that is supposed to be waiting and seeking the Lord's return. Amen? I know we don't talk about that much, but we are awaiting God's return. Consider the farmers who eagerly look for the rains in the fall and the spring. They patiently wait for the precious harvest to ripen. And he says, you too must be patient. I know that's a word we don't like in the United States of America. You cannot tell people to wait in America. And he says, and take courage, for the coming of the Lord is near. It is interesting that James illustrates patience by giving us the picture of a farmer. You see, it does take tremendous patience to be a farmer. A farmer plows the ground, then he plants the seed, then he weeds the garden, then he waters the crops, then he cultivates the dirt. But every day he does that, he has to watch. But not only does he have to watch, but he has to wait. See, there's a process in this life that a lot of us in the spiritual sense don't understand. And it is called seed, time, and harvest. Seed, time, and harvest. Farmers understand this concept more than anybody else does. Seed time harvest is the first thing you have to do is you have to plant the seed. What we do is we plant the seed and we expect an instant harvest. I put $5 in today. I put $5 in the basket today, and I'm expecting God to give me a check for $5,000 in the mail this week. See, you've been listening to Benny Hinn too long. God is not a magician. God operates under the concept of seed, time, and harvest. After you plant the seed, you have to first work. See, we like those, what they call them now, when you go in the grocery store now, when you buy, you got to be careful. When you buy fruit and vegetables now, a lot of the times in these stores, they don't even have seeds in them. You want to know why they don't have seeds in them? Because these companies want to make money so fast that they don't want to abide by the concept of seed, time, and harvest. So what they do is they genetically modify your foods. what we do in the spiritual realm, what we do in our faith is we say, what can we do to bypass God's process? So I can come from the beginning line to the finish line. You see, I don't want to sit up under my pastor and wait. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go online and get me a degree. I'm going to go online and I'm going to get my certificate. Because that's the taking too long to obey me. So I'm going to go on the internet because I want my license right now. Church ain't doing everything that I want them to do is fast enough, so I'm going to go on to the church down the street because they moving fast. They got all the programs I'm looking for. Not realizing that maybe God set you up in a specific church that doesn't have it, so you can be the one there to help them implement. See, but we like to go with everything that's already done. We like everything already made. We don't want to do no work. We just want to walk in and everything's set up, the tent is set up, the food is on the table, we just throw it in the microwave. We want quick, instant gratification for everything. Seed, time, and harvest. And this is why you got genetically modified Christians running around dysfunctional, because they didn't operate under seed, time, and harvest, because they don't have the Holy Spirit seed planted in them, and they're operating genetically modified. When you don't want to wait, you're just a genetically modified Christian. See, what is true of plants is true about people. This is why James goes on in the verse 9 and he says, don't grumble about each other. Don't grumble about each other, my brothers and sisters, or God will judge you. And he says, because look, the great judge is coming. You don't have to worry. You're just wasting your time judging now because your judgment don't matter anyway. The great judge is coming and he is standing at the door. The Greek word for patience is a combination of two Greek words in which one means long or slow, and the other from which means anger. So patience literally means to be long-tempered instead of short-tempered. Let me say that again. Patience literally means to be long-tempered instead of short-tempered. In other words, patience is the ability to be slow to anger rather than quick to anger. I read somewhere that said patience is the ability to idle your motor when you feel like stripping your gears. Patience is the ability to idle your motor when you feel like stripping your gears. Now don't misunderstand, patience does not mean that you'll never feel anger. But patience is the ability to slow your anger so long that you don't show your anger. It doesn't mean that you won't ever get angry, but having patience is the ability to slow your anger so long that you won't show your anger. See, because sometimes you have a right to get angry. Because I sure was mad when I heard those quote-unquote Christian folk get mad at children because they act like children. Now, don't get me wrong, we do have a responsibility as parents to instruct them, but they're not going to act like adults all the time. It's just the reality. we try to get too spiritual. We try to get so deep and so godly that we make ourselves above God. But when Christ himself would spend time with the children, have patience with the children, because he understands that children will act like children. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves what the Bible says in 1 Corinthians 13:4, that love is patient. If you have difficult people you have to deal with who try your patience, the only way you will ever learn to be patient with them is to love them. But what we try to do is we try to scold them. We try to talk about them. Right? No, what you do is you love them to death. Love them to the hurt. See, the Bible is very plain that we are to love everyone. Number 3, and I'm getting ready to take my seat. Persistence will toughen your patience.
Amen.
The reason why God allows difficult people and demanding problems to enter into our lives is so that we can grow our faith and become mature. James said earlier in the 1st chapter of this book, he says, the testing of your faith produces patience.
Amen.
See, patience is not something that you just wake up and have.
So true. Amen.
We'll pray to God for patience, right? We'll say, God, I'm praying for you to give me patience. And God will send some people in your life that will get on your last nerve. He'll give you a boss that'll be all over your back. He'll give you a child that's running wayward that you can't control. He'll put some obstacles in your life that will surely test your patience. And then later on you'll say, God, why you let all these things happen to me? And God said, well, you asked me to test you. You asked me to increase your patience. It takes exercise. You're not just going to develop patience just to wake up with patience. It's going to take some real life circumstances. It's going to take some people to get on your nerves. It's going to take some situations that you can't handle. It's going to take some things to occur in your life for you to develop patience. And guess what? When you're developing patience, those things that God is going to test you with are not going to be things that you're going to enjoy. There are going to be some things that happen to you that are not going to feel good. You're not going to enjoy some of these experiences. You're not going to enjoy some of these moments. But if you just hold on and trust God, I will guarantee you that in the end you will come out better. In the end you will come out wiser. In the end you will come out stronger. In the end you will be better than what you were when you first went into the situation. Patience. 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 Seed, time, harvest. The spiritual realm interacts with the physical realm. You don't go to the gym in one day and come out looking like Ivan. You set up a membership. You'll set up a membership today. You're going to get on a treadmill for 20 minutes and expect to lose 50 pounds. You're watching too much TV. That's not real. They can sell you them pills, all they want, them instant pills. They drop and shed it to get you a 6-pack and take one bottle. No, it don't work like that. It's going to take time. You plant the seed. Planting the seed is setting up the membership. Right? got to go to work. And you're going to have to get in there. You're going to have to get on the treadmill. You're going to have to get on the weights. You're going to have to eat right. You're going to have to do some things that you don't want to do in order for you to receive the harvest that you're looking for.
Amen. You're right.
You want to better your career? It's going to take some sacrifice. You may have to go back to school and take some classes and get some certifications. You want to write that book? You're going to have to take some time off, stop watching TV. You have to sit down and get some devoted time for you to work on things in order for you to receive the harvest that you're looking for. We got to stop sitting around expecting a great harvest with no work. This stuff that they sell you on TV is not real. Our society, we've been programmed to think that everything can come instantly. You get an instant mortgage, a mortgage in 5 minutes. Well, they got rocket mortgage. You get a mortgage from your cell phone. They ain't check your credit, they don't check your pay stubs. They give you a $500,000 mortgage. And you can't afford a room. Nothing, let me tell you this, nothing that comes quick is worth it. Nothing that you can get instant gratification from will never be everlasting. See, it's the things that you work for, it's the things that you got to roll your sleeves up, it's the things that you got to sacrifice for, it's the things that you sweat, your heart, sweat, and tears, it's the things that you got to get up early for, that you got to stay up late for. Those are the things that will be lasting. Those are the things that will be gratifying. Those are the things that you will benefit from. Do away with this microwave stuff. This microwave everything. Microwave everything. Get rid of this microwave mentality. We want everything quick right now. I want it and I want it right now. It's J.G. Wentworth. Spirit. It takes time to develop great things. Seed, time, and harvest. Patience is difficult. It's not easy because it involves waiting. And I am convinced that one of the most difficult things to do in life, especially in the year of 2018, is to wait. We live in a country that exists on frozen dinners, instant mashed potatoes, powdered orange juice, packaged cake mixes, instant print cameras, and freeway express lanes. No wonder why we don't like to wait. I was in line at an amusement park down in Orlando, Florida. And my niece just wanted to ask a question to she's a little girl, she wanted to ask the lady, the cashier, a question about a dollar. And the people in line, you should have seen the way they looked at this little girl. I mean, they looked at her like they literally wanted to choke her. Like, what in the world are you doing cutting the line? And so the cashier said, I can't answer your question. You got to get back in line. Because she felt the heat from the other folk. Now, I'm saying if that was me, I said, go ahead, little girl. Do what you got to do. This is a little kid. It's a kid's amusement park. But we don't have patience. I'm in line, and I want to take care of my transaction. I don't care if I'm at Disney World and this is made for little kids. When I'm in line, I want to be catered to. I want what I want, and I want it now. It's terrible. Truth is sometimes we had rather do anything else but than to wait. You heard of the company Jello, right? Jello celebrated its 120th anniversary in 2017. I was fascinated to read the story of the man who invented it. In 1897, a man by the name of Pearl Waite wore several hats. He was a construction worker. He dabbed in patent medicines and went door to door selling homemade remedies. In the midst of his tinkering, he came up with the idea of mixing fruit flavoring with granulated gelatin. His wife named it Jello. And Waite thought it was just another product to try to peddle. Unfortunately, sales didn't go as fast as he thought they should. So just a few months after developing this product, he sold all the rights to a man named Orator Woodward for $450. Woodward knew the bargain that he got, understanding the value of marketing and patience, seed time and harvest. Within just 8 brief years, he turned that $450 investment into a $1 million business. Today, not a single relative of Pearl Waite receives 1 penny from the 1 million boxes of Jello that are sold every single day in grocery stores. Why? Because Waite just couldn't wait.